They're the family of the 21st century.
So I'm not sure you're gonna be able to keep up with me.
You're kidding, right?
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 funniest moments on Modern Family. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're taking a look at the best moments from this acclaimed comedy series.
Oh, come on, all the time you've spent in a locker room, this can't be your first moon landing. You got a name for it? It's very common.
Number 10, Cam's first day as a music teacher.
Don't know that you properly met. She's a good friend of mine, and she goes by the name of Music.
It's not uncommon for music teachers to be enthusiastic. Since this is Cam we're talking about though, he takes the gig to another level of over the top, sporting a sweater with a giant musical note on it. He kicks things off by literally introducing the class to music, playing a variety of ditties on the keyboard.
Sometimes she can be playful. And sometimes she can be downright funky.
This might be appropriate for kindergarten, but Cam is teaching a class of teenagers. The kids feel embarrassed just being in his presence, most notably Luke and Manny. Cam's teaching methods range from whimsical to creepy, particularly when he describes everyone's beautiful bodies as instruments. While his first day is a bust, actor Eric Stonestreet hits all the right notes.
Was it a comfortable ride around the schoolyard on the shoulders of the children?
Well, I stood and delivered. Thank you for sarcastically asking.
Number 9, the search for Haley.
Mom's trying to guess Haley's iCloud password, which personally, I think is an invasion of her privacy. Ooh, try password.
I'm kind of glad that didn't work.
Even in an era of FaceTime and iMessage, staying connected with your loved ones can be exhausting. This episode focuses on a search for Haley from the perspective of Claire's laptop. It's definitely among the show's most ambitious endeavors, with a strong balance of witty dialogue and clever visual storytelling.
Why don't you just snoop on her Facebook page with your fake profile?
I don't have a fake profile.
Mom, save it. Brody Kendall just logged in.
The family grows increasingly concerned upon discovering Haley's relationship status has been changed to married. They soon decipher that she's pregnant and got hitched to Andy in Vegas. The resolution is something of a perfect anticlimax, however, as it's revealed that Haley isn't pregnant or married. She was asleep at her parents' house the whole time.
I've been in bed.
Oh, goodness. I don't think we need to hear the
Haley,
details.
we know everything.
Number 8, a lesson in baby making.
Come on, do you know or not?
Yes, the stork brings them.
This stork?
It's the cringe-inducing question every child inevitably asks. Where do babies come from? It's a familiar trope we've seen in countless other sitcoms, but Modern Family manages to nonetheless put a fresh and hilarious spin on it. Lily seeks out Alex and Manny for answers, but ultimately gets stuck with Luke. Using dolls and a couple of plastic cups, Luke demonstrates how a frat party hookup works.
Okay, so a boy and a girl meet at a frat party, and they both think each other is totally hot. So they pound their beers and head upstairs.
Luke!
Manny attempts to give a more adult presentation, but this simply amounts to an immature squabble. As it turns out, Lily already has an idea of how babies are made, but her explanation involves eggs and tadpoles. Actually, her version sounds more graphic than the real deal.
You just put eggs and tadpoles in a glass and the woman has to drink it. Then the woman and man kiss and jump on their bed. After a year, she pees and a baby comes out.
Number 7, the model plane. Phil and Jay always make for an endearing comedic duo, as one's an eager optimist and the other's a restrained cynic. In one of their earliest bonding experiences, they fly a model plane. Given Phil's childlike mentality, Jay is understandably reluctant to surrender the controls. The outing still ends in calamity though, as Jay shows his chatty son-in-law how to thread the needle.
Woo! I love it! I love it!
Instead of going through the hoop, the model plane crashes right into Phil's face. While he claims this was an accident, the laid-back look on Jay's face suggests he really wanted to shut Phil up. Intentional or not, it resulted in an uproarious bit of slapstick that'd make anyone wince. Number 6, Cam's dating advice. Despite not being able to legally drink or gamble, Manny is probably the most sophisticated member of the family. When it comes to wooing the ladies, however, he'll often turn to his elders for guidance. Cam gives Manny some solid dating advice over the phone, but some of the people nearby misinterpret the circumstances.
I know you're only 11, but I can't stop thinking about you. I've loved talking to you online, I think we should become boyfriend and girlfriend.
Noticing the raised eyebrows, Cam hilariously attempts to clarify that he's not talking to an 11-year-old girl, but rather a little boy. Of course, this doesn't exactly help his situation. Cam may constantly say the wrong thing at the wrong time, but the writers behind his dialogue certainly have a way with words.
No, it's not what you think. I'm talking to a little boy.
Number 5. Mitchell's long-lost son.
You never returned any of my calls.
I was freaked out, Tracy, and I...
Let's not rehash the past, but rather focus on the future.
Yes.
Mitchell's experimentation with women may have only resulted in one sexual encounter, but that's all it takes to procreate. Matters take more than a few shocking turns when Mitch and Cam cross paths with Mitchell's ex-girlfriend Tracy. Spotting Tracy with a redhead that appears to be around 8, they jump to the conclusion that Mitch has an illegitimate son.
We really just want to meet him.
Fine.
The two eventually decide to meet the child, but don't get what they expected. It turns out that Tracy was actually with her husband, a little person with ginger hair identical to Mitch's. Apparently Tracy has a type. With great build-up and an ingenious payoff, this subplot results in one of the show's biggest laughs.
Little slugger?
I'm just gonna go and let you two catch up.
Number 4. Lily visits the dry cleaners.
Lily? Lily! Okay, you're gonna press the green button to start it, and then you're gonna look for number 913.
Even with the legalization of gay marriage in California, the walk down the aisle is anything but smooth for Mitch and Cam. The couple faces a laundry list of problems on their big day, a highlight being a dry cleaning mix-up. They race to pick up the right tuxedo only to discover a closed sign. Lily's rescue attempt only creates more problems, as she winds up riding the conveyor like a carousel.
Okay, now Lily, press the red button!
I'm breaking the window!
Her parents are nearly driven to break the window with a trash can, which may remind you of the time they accidentally locked Lily in a car.
A, B, C.
What are you singing to her? People get arrested for this, Mitchell!
While they do reclaim the tux and their daughter, there are still a few more fires to extinguish.
Attention, please. The fire has jumped the freeway. I'm really sorry, folks. I'm gonna have to evacuate everyone immediately.
Number 3. Claire gets stuck in Escalator.
Not good. Not good. Not good. Not good.
Phil and Claire may be the show's most traditional couple, but that doesn't mean they don't get into their fair share of crazy shenanigans. Looking to spice up their love life, the two spend Valentine's Day at a hotel under the alter egos of Clive and Juliana. The role-playing climaxes when Claire shows up wearing nothing but a coat. The fantasy is abruptly killed, though, as her coat gets stuck in an escalator.
This is all happening so fast, Juliana.
I know, and I have to be home to my husband by midnight.
Ooh, a twist.
Phil.
What's worse, seemingly everybody is at the hotel that night, to the school principal, to Jay and Gloria. The situation is as hysterical as it is uncomfortable, but at least Gloria has Claire covered.
Wow, okay.
Number 2. Dylan performs in the Moonlight.
The stars are falling from the sky.
Upon meeting Haley's boyfriend Dylan, Claire and Phil immediately assume that he's a no-good punk who's just looking to get into their daughter's pants. They have a change of heart, however, after Dylan brings the feuding family together in harmony. As Dylan plays an affectionate love ballad he wrote for Haley, they're almost convinced to let them go to a concert together.
I just wanna do you want...
A few explicit lyrics later, however, they've firmly changed their minds back.
She's so not going.
Not a chance in hell.
Both the song itself and everyone's reactions to it are nothing short of priceless. The laughs don't end there, though, as the family is unable to get the catchy tune out of their heads the following morning.
Found its place, 'cause...
Baby, baby, I just wanna do you.
Before we get to our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Just call me angel of the morning, angel. I told you, Jay. I called your secretary and told her to order you a box of baby cheeses. Oh, so now that is my fault too.
Number 1. Claire and Phil get caught in the act.
It's our parents' anniversary, so we're surprising them with breakfast in bed.
This episode actually earned the show an Emmy. Though well written from start to finish, the standout moment occurs early on, as the Dunphy children attempt to surprise their parents with breakfast in bed for their anniversary. What lies behind the bedroom door is the epitome of awkward. as they stumble upon, well, just watch. We're not sure what's funnier, Phil and Claire's humiliated reaction, Haley and Alex's mortified reaction, or Luke's confused one. In any case, the audience is bound to react with a huge laugh. The ensuing storyline is not only funny, but also poignant, as the Dunphy kids realize that their parents' healthy sex life must mean they still love each other.
So it's a good thing Mom and Dad still do sex.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Ms. Mojo and subscribe for new videos every day.